Beautiful people, it is me, EL, your favorite dyslexic book nerd. What is going on? Let me tell y'all, I got an awesome guest with me today. Y'all are going to be super, super excited, right? So we gonna get right into it. I got with me today T.A. Riddle. He is the author of Dance Like Nobody's Watching. I always get the last part wrong.
Contra Dance.
Contra Dance. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I am awesome. Thank you for sitting down with me. I appreciate it.
No, thank you for the opportunity. This is amazing.
I cannot wait to get into it. Okay, so for people who haven't gotten the book yet or picked it up, can you explain what it's about in your own words?
In my own words. Okay, so Dancing Like Nobody's Watching Contra Dance. It's a love story set on the dance floors of late '80s, early '90s Chicago. But it's also a love letter to the Black queer community that survived the AIDS crisis without losing its joy.
Definitely that.
That's it at the nutshell.
That I'm telling you, I was hooked from like the first word, right? The first word got me in, right? Um So where did the idea to put this story together come from?
That's a great question. It's a story I feel like I had to write. I started writing it. I don't even you haven't got to that part of the book. It was at the end. I started writing this in 1999,
Wow.
and in 1999, I was in a really I'm going to say a dark space. I was really struggling emotionally, and some friends of mine invited me to Splash Houston because they felt like I needed to have some fun and to just kind of get away from what my life was. And I go to Houston with my friends, and I had the best time. And that weekend kind of helped pull me out of that depression. And the message that I got was I need to write. And so when I came back from Houston, I sat down at my dining room table and I wrote the first chapter, not the first chapter that you read, but the first chapter that in 1999 I intended to publish. I wrote that in one sitting. It just poured.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing. And you got some really good friends.
I do. I do. I do. I have the best friends. That chosen family, really, really important.
Okay? I be telling people all the time, my chosen family, we don't share the same DNA, but you can't tell it for sure. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That part.
And do you contribute your friendships to the way that you wrote Jason and Malik's friendship?
Absolutely. That is in full disclosure, Jason, in a lot of ways, represents me and kind of how I showed up in the world back then. And Malik represents a really, really dear friend of mine, as my first friend in Chicago,
Ah,
and the one that actually helped me explore the city. So Malik was my first chosen family when I moved to Chicago.
I love it, and I can feel that vibe between Jason and Malik. I'm talking about um in love with the two of them, their friendship. I was like, oh man, I just gave me this warm feeling, and and I'm originally from Chicago, right? I live in the South now, but I'm originally born and bred Chicago,
Yes,
right?
yes.
West Side all day.
Okay, okay.
And it feels like, as I was reading, like I got nostalgic, all these different places and things, and especially the house music and everything. It feels like Chicago in itself is like another character in the book.
It
Was that your
absolutely is.
intention?
Absolutely. I moved to Chicago in part because I had no family there. And I was really trying to figure out who I was, who I wanted to be in the world. And I didn't feel like I could do that with the eyes of my family around. So I chose Chicago. I knew actually my very first boyfriend in college was from Chicago. That was my introduction to Chicago. And I went to Chicago, and believe it or not, when I landed in Chicago the first time, I lived on the west side. I lived at Lake in California.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and so at Chicago, I fell in love with the city. It was a beautiful city. I thought the people, there's a southern hospitality about Chicagoans that just really resonated with me. No one uh, treated me, like I didn't belong. Like it was really part of I think my life story. Chicago was the backdrop, and I really wanted that. I wanted to share that with readers.
I love that. Yeah, I'm Lake and Austin.
Okay, okay, okay. A little farther west, yeah,
Yes,
but I know
indeed.
where you
Yes,
are.
indeed. A little farther west. um, was there a character you connected with the most while writing, and why?
Um, hmm. So I'm going to say just kind of cursory Jason, just because that is um, he is so much a part of me that I could not shake him. I'd say if I were to pick a secondary character, it would probably be Malik. And I was channeling Malik, like the friend that inspired Malik. I was trying to channel him because uh, in the acknowledgement. So you get to I say to him in the book, in the acknowledgments that I hope he's okay. That I wanted the world to know who he was. So I really had to channel him and his energy in order to, I think, do hopefully an effective job creating Malik.
I think you did. I mean, I feel like I know Malik. Like I want to hang out with him. You know what I'm saying? Like for
Very
real.
cool people.
Each character seems to be dealing with something beneath the surface.
Mhm.
Um, were there any mental health or emotional themes you knew you wanted readers to walk away thinking about?
Emotionally, so I think with everything, all the chaos in the world, I
Hmm.
really hope people will read the book and realize that joy is still an option and that you can choose it. Like despite what's happening around you, right? And particularly in this moment, which is like releasing the book at this time is almost like an act of resistance because of everything that's going on and the trying to silence our voices. This, releasing it when I did, I think is kind of an act of resistance. But in spite of what was happening in the late 80s, early 90s, was the AIDS crisis, and literally, like one weekend we're at the club, everybody's having a good time. The next weekend, you notice someone's gone. You ask about them, and they're dead. Like literally, that was our life, right? But we managed to find joy in that sanctuary of that club. Right? That was where we could kind of be free. And I hope that people um, will pull from the story that that is always an option.
I love that. Yeah, as I was reading, I was like, it reminded me of this club that used to be down. I don't know if it's still downtown, but it was downtown when I was coming up, called the Warehouse, and that's where we would go. You
Yes,
know,
yes, I
yeah.
do know the warehouse. Yeah, that came a little later.
Woo, yeah. Woo-hoo.
What a fun time. Yeah.
um, did any of the characters surprise you while you were writing? Like, did someone end up doing something you didn't plan?
Hmm. Hmm. Mrs. Manning, have
Mm,
you gotten to that yet? I don't want to tell too much because I don't know how far along you are. But Mrs. Manning, yeah,
yes.
yeah, she showed up in a way I didn't intend.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Hey, if y'all ain't got the book, y'all, I'm telling
yeah,
you.
we can't give them too much,
You
right?
know what I'm saying? We can't give them no spoilers.
Yes, okay, all right, I'll
Okay.
be careful.
So without giving any spoilers, was there a scene that was especially hard or especially fun to write?
Okay, hard, there were several.
Mm,
Um, the scene towards the end of the book with after Jason and Miss Manning had their visit,
mm,
that next scene brought
yeah.
me to tears.
Mm,
I literally cried writing that. It was very cathartic. And once again, I didn't intend to write that. She just kind of, she
kind of.
needed that. I felt like she needed to have a moment. And I think I experienced it with her.
That's always the beautiful part, right? From the reading part to the writing part. That's always the beautiful part to experience those things. Um, If Jason walked into therapy tomorrow,
Oh boy.
what do you think he'd say was bothering him?
I think Jason would say he is struggling a little bit with PTSD.
Hmm.
I think I think the trauma of the era, there's no way to survive that and it not impact you. There's just no way. And one of the reasons, and one of the things I hope that comes from this is, not necessarily lots of money. That would be great, but I really think it would be nice to have a national conversation, particularly with Black queer men that survived that are living with survivor's remorse, who probably have stuffed a lot of it. We didn't really deal with it. I think the white gay population, they had the quilt and there were ways that they expressed it. I don't think we ever had that kind of moment collectively.
Hmm.
And I hope that this prompts a conversation because I know for me, I thought I had dealt with it. I consider myself to be a little, I would say advanced in terms of being self-reflective. I try to be really intentional about that, and I really thought that I had dealt with it. I went to therapy. I've spent years in coaching, right? And I thought I dealt with it. And then in 2022, I had an experience that suggested to me that I hadn't. And I actually had a moment, where I cried for like 4 hours, just grieving, just sobbing. And all I could see were the friends that were no longer here, that I thought I had dealt with those emotions and I hadn't. So if I, who've been really intentional about trying to live uh, despite what I have been through. I can only imagine there are many people out there who just have stuffed it and keep moving. And we bring that into every relationship, platonic or, romantic. And so
Romantic, yeah.
I think it's time to have that conversation.
And I think that's so true about our community and as people of color, right? Like we just stuff it and go on because we
Mhm.
don't ever have the space
Nope.
or the grace to have the conversation about how we feel
Or the permission.
or the permission. Exactly. And like I would love to see that type of conversation go on and we sit down and we talk about those things. Definitely.
I think I would love for something like that to happen as a result of this book.
We gonna put that in the atmosphere.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Same question for Malik.
Ooh, he's going to a therapist's office?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Malik, hmm, that's really hard. So I'm going to diagnose Malik with, um, I'm going to say depression. I'm going to say depression. I think uh, Malik, his character in its original kind of state of being, was such full of life, like such a character full of life. And I think his circumstances and his personality uh, conflicted, and I think he lost the that fire. And I think I think that would probably be a depression kind of diagnosis, if that makes any sense.
I can see that. All right. So friendship is like a huge part of the story.
Mhm.
What do you hope readers take away about showing up for people they love?
Please do it. And here's the thing. So part of the my I think the timing of this is also I personally, a man of some years, am really concerned that the younger generations don't really have those kinds of connections anymore because everything in the world is so instantaneous. You don't need to buy a drink and have a conversation to get to know people, right? You can just go to an app and swipe left or right, and never even really have to engage in conversation, right?
Right.
And so my fear is that those chosen families, uh, the kind of relationships that were built out of those, right? Because we needed each other. I think now because gay is almost hip. We talk, me and my friends talk about it a lot. Like I think part of the excitement of being gay back in the 80s and 90s was the mystique of it all. Like
Mm,
we was almost like a secret society. We had our own way of dressing, we had our own language, we had our own way of dancing and moving in the world, right? And if you were apart, you knew.
mm-hmm.
Other people only guess, right? But now everything's so open and accepted that none of that, I think, mysticism exists anymore. And so I really hope people realize that friendship sometimes, family, we can't pick them. But I think with friendships,
Right.
those are our choices, and I think if we're careful with them and invite people into our lives that add value, I think that those relationships over time are just irreplaceable.
Definitely agree with that. Like, we were already headed in that trajectory of disconnection, and then COVID happened.
Hmm.
And I think, like, the younger generation in that span of time being separated for that time where you couldn't move around, you couldn't go out and commune with people, just heightened that whole separation of, like, communicating with others, I believe.
Totally agree. I totally agree.
Was there a book, movie, or even a real life experience that inspired parts of the story?
Real life experiences are the backdrop of that entire story. If I told you how much, I think you'd be confounded. That a lot of that is very much lived experience.
And I think that's why it breathes on the page. It feels
Thank
like,
you.
even if, well, I'm biased because I'm from Chicago, but even if you're not from Chicago,
Right.
reading this book will make you feel like you're from Chicago, right? And like you get invested in these characters, like truly invested, and it's an it's an amazing read. I'm just like, I love it.
Thank you. That means so very much to me.
What's one thing you wish people asked you about this book but almost never do?
That's a hard question because I've not had very many conversations about it other than one-on-ones, and those are people who haven't read it. You are really my first interview since I released
Really?
the book. I did a radio show in Atlanta in like January, I believe it was. January, February. But that person hadn't read the book, so it didn't really talk about the book. It was really kind of about chosen family existing back in the day. So we really
Got it.
did talk about the book. So you're the first person that really asking me about the characters, which is really cool and a great training ground. So thank you.
So welcome. I really love the fact that, like, throughout the book, when Jason is going through something or having an emotion about something, there's a song lyrics.
Yes.
And like, when I would get, like, I would find myself like, what's the song lyric for this one now? I gotta hurry up and get to that part because as I was reading the chapters and as I got to wherever the song lyric
You
was, I
figured
was
it
like,
out.
right?
Yeah.
It made that chapter even so more profound for me. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like, it hit me in a totally different type of way if it wasn't there.
Wow. Thank you. That was the intention because I believe so I'm a musician. I'm a music lover. Music is my jam, so to speak, right? And music takes me to places. I can hear a song and immediately think of a moment in time, a person, uh, an incident. Music just transports me, and I wanted to use music in the book in a way that, of course, it get me in trouble, but to kind of foreshadow what was coming or reinforce what happened, because oftentimes that would be me. Like I would hear a song and start crying, oh, I thought he loved me, and and so I have this torch song kind of character existed in me, and I really wanted to use music in a way that I think would resonate with people, because I think people experience music the same way, even if they haven't connected the dots. You hear a song, you think about a moment, a time on a club floor, or you were somewhere,
Yep.
and that song kind of takes you there every time you hear it. So I really appreciate you acknowledging that, because that was part of, I
Definitely.
think, what made dancing. You can't have a book of dancing and not have music in it anywhere, right?
Gotta have music. Gotta have some, especially if you talk about Chicago.
Chicago, yes.
Well, I tell you, we music is life, especially house music
Yes, yes,
is
yes.
is 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 still the heartbeat of my soul. You hear me?
Really?
Yes,
I
yes,
agree. But that's another thing. I think house music got pushed to the side
it did.
when, and we started bringing in hip hop. And I was at the begin, like that was when I was like almost out of my club days, right? And then they started separating us in rooms. So you had the house, you go in this room, and then hip hop is
Hmm.
here. And so here we go, right?
Right.
Here goes the division, the separation. And
Yep.
to me, kind of uh, what's the word I'm going to use? The deterioration, for lack of a better word, of the culture. Because I think house music was so much a part of the culture. And we just put it
Absolutely.
on the shelf and said, oh no, now we can dance to hip hop in the clubs? That's what we want, right?
Right.
So I really wanted people to know that house music was an integral part of the culture.
Definitely. And I definitely picked up on that. And like I say, house music is still like it was just something about the music, the beat that just moved your whole soul. At least for me.
House music was church. It was church for us,
Yeah.
particularly for those that have been kind of pushed out of the church, right? You could go and just create your own sanctuary on that dance floor and just release.
Definitely. That is what I'm saying. That is why this I connect so much to this story, man. I'm telling you.
Awesome.
All right, so what's next for you? Anything new you're working on?
So I promised myself that I would not actively write part two. So there's a dancing like nobody's watching, uh, slow dance
Oh,
instead of contra dance. It's going to be slow dance. So
okay,
part two
okay.
will be slow dance, and that will be a more intimate look into the life that Jason and Eric built.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you at, oh, so you haven't got to the end. So yeah, there's no way you could in that book
Yeah,
and not be
I'm
like,
like I
okay,
haven't got there yet, but I'm
okay, all
on
right,
my way. I'm on.
okay.
Like I said, I'll be finished tonight. I am like, and then I'm gonna be sad when I get to the end, cause then
Oh,
it's like,
that means so
what am
much.
I doing now?
Wow.
Like,
Oh wow. Yeah.
so
That's so
I'll be
You're
like, hey,
waiting?
so
Okay.
yeah,
Nudge me. Once I get this, I'm trying to do some adequate promotion of this book.
right.
And then once that's, kind of taken on a life of its own, I really want to focus on writing the second one. It's in my head because once again, it really is a lot of lived experience. I've
Hmm.
met a lot of people, and those characters are in my head just waiting to come out. And many of them I think you'll love. But yeah, slow dance is going to be next. And
Ooh,
I
I
promise
can't
it won't
wait.
take 20 years to get
I
it
hope
done.
not.
It won't, I promise.
I'm gonna be emailing you to my hey. So what we doing? How we
Please do.
doing?
Please do. Please do. I need that accountability partner.
Definitely. So this book actually came out in December, or
December, and I did my launch in Chicago.
did man? I
Hmm.
wish I had knew. I'd have flew in for that.
With you.
I'd have flew in for
Thank
that.
you.
I'd have been there.
Oh, that's
Like,
so
hey.
awesome. Yeah, I did it on the South Side, and it was my way of honoring my friends, all the amazing friends that I met in Chicago who inspired me, who inspired characters in the story. Many of them are with the ancestors, so it was my way of acknowledging them. And it was amazing. My friends showed up, people I didn't know showed up. I sold every book. Yeah, I sold every book. I don't know if you know this, but I created. candle line that's themed from the book. So I have four candle scents
No,
that go with the book.
I'm
I
gonna
could,
have to. I'm gonna
I
have to
will
look
send you.
into
Well,
it.
I'll make sure you get them. I want you to experience it. I will gift them to you.
Thank you.
But I
Thank
created four
I
scents that go with the book, and when you see them, it'll totally
It'll
make sense
click
to you.
right for me, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I will
Thank
get
you.
those
I
to you. I
greatly
promise.
appreciate that.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you.
And how has it been trying to promote and trying to get the word out about the book? I actually was talking to a friend and they were like, "I just bought that book." I was
Are you
like, "Okay, good."
serious?
Yep.
Oh wow, that's amazing. So to me, it's been a challenge, and it's totally me. I am so not a in your face, upfront kind of person,
Hmm.
and I appreciate social media, but I don't want to master it. But I think you almost have to have some level of mastery to do this well, particularly since I'm self-published, and that also was a choice. I wanted to do this on my own because I wanted the cover that I wanted. Right? I
Right.
wanted the chapters that I wanted. I wanted the
Right.
chapter titles that I wanted. So for me, it was really about autonomy. Um, but it's been challenging. I'm trying to encourage myself to do more. So this really is a big step for me to actually just be sitting. I was so nervous. I was like, I'm going to look a mess. I have to have a shave. Like it was really like I did. But you have made this such an easy conversation, and I'm really, really grateful for this opportunity.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Hey, look, I be having nerves all the time. I'm in like I'm going on year 5 of this thing, right? Of interviewing people, and I'm always
Mhm.
like nervous beforehand. And I'm like, okay, okay, we can do it. We can do it. We got it. We got it. I
Wow.
always got to give myself the pep talk. And I don't know
Okay.
why I'm always nervous. I'm just having conversations,
Right.
you know,
Right.
about things I love.
Right.
And so I
Right.
will
Right.
bring,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So I will bring things I love to the people who love the things I love because clearly, because they read the magazine, they read my stuff. So they must love what I love,
Right. Right.
you
Right.
know? So, and if they don't, they will.
Okay, okay. I appreciate the encouragement. Yeah, no, so this is helpful. And you've made it less scary for me to actually, put myself out there and talk about the book. So I really do appreciate you.
Yeah, we look. I'm trying to put this book in everybody's hand. You need to buy it. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Cause we need more love stories about us.
We're centered, right? Yeah,
Right?
there's not a lot of that. There really isn't a
No,
lot of that.
not a lot of that at all. I was sitting around thinking like, I don't think maybe there are books because I'm a trans man, right? So I don't think I've ever read a trans mass love story,
Mm.
especially one centering a black trans man. Like
Oh.
I've read a book that centered a trans man of color, but not a black trans man. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, where we at?
Where are we? Where
You
are
know what I'm
we?
saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping. This gives me hope.
You just planted that seed. Yeah, you
All
just
right,
planted a seed.
so we're gonna do something new. It's something new. We're gonna call it the book therapy rapid fire. So,
Oh my gosh. Okay, okay, okay.
all right, all right.
Okay.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Ebook, audiobook, or physical book?
Physical book.
Morning writer or late night writer?
Late night writer.
Okay. One word to describe Jason.
Big hearted.
I like it. One word to describe Malik.
Magnanimous.
All right. One song that matches the vibe of the book.
One song
One.
that
I know that's
matches the
hard, right?
vibe of the book.
Just
Are
one.
we
You gotta pick one.
one song that matches the vibe of the book? Oh, you're testing me here. Well, this is hard. Okay, one song. Um, mm, Lead Me Into Love by Anita Baker.
I love it. That's a good one.
Light the way for me.
Ah. What's one book everyone should read at least once?
Dancing like nobody's watching. Contra Dance. Duh.
Talk about it. What's your comfort read?
My comfort read. Hmm, anything by James Baldwin.
Yes.
Yeah. James
Yes.
takes me to a place like but I have to be ready. Like I have to be prepared. Yeah.
Last one.
Okay.
Finish this sentence. Reading is.
An incredible privilege that I don't think people fully appreciate.
I like that. I like that. That's dope. That's dope. I like that.
We need more readers. We need more readers.
Yes, we do. Especially because, they trying to take away.
And
They
that's
trying
for a
to take,
reason, right?
right?
If they weren't important, they would not be banning
They
them.
would not be banning it if it wasn't important. I'm
Yep.
telling you. Boy. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me. This has been awesome.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
awesome, awesome. Tell my people where they can find you, where they can pick the book up. Let them know.
Okay, so I am really simple and consistent. So everything is T.A. Riddle Writes. T.A.R.I.D.D. like David, LEWRITES.com. All of my socials are at T.A. Riddle Writes. I have a presence on Instagram, I'm building it, and TikTok.
Awesome. Thank you again so much for sitting down with me. Yo, I hope that y'all got something out of this conversation. I know you did. And again, if you do not have the book, see it? Y'all need to hop over to that website and you need to buy it. You need, hey, wherever you get your books from, you need to figure it out. All
Yeah,
right?
but not Amazon, please.
Not Amazon. Don't do
if
that.
you, if you don't have to, yes.
If you
All
don't
right.
have to. If you
Yeah,
got to, we'll take it.
you'll
You know
take
what I'm
it. Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
We'll take it. All right, y'all. To the next time. Now, check this out. If y'all are not subscribers to Blackout Magazine, I don't know what y'all doing, but y'all need to be so y'all can see wonderful interviews like this. Y'all gonna want to be subscribers in August because I'm reviewing the book in August. So if you want to see my full thoughts and views on the book, I suggest that you go right now and subscribe.
Awesome.
All right, y'all. To the in the meantime, in between time, y'all do your boy a favor and go read a book.